Hey, so it is 10 o'clock. I just actually got home, but before I head to sleep, I want to do a quick vlog. I actually had a pretty good night and I'm sober. So if you think this is a drunk talk, this is not a drunk talk. It's been a while since I had a drunk talk. The reason why I want to share these with you because some of the events that happened today made me feel really good about myself and also to appreciate what I have and also having a connection with a stranger is something sometimes it's rare to come by, especially when you're so focused on your life and trying to get things done. But those moments where you put your phone down and you're away from electronics and you have a moment, an opportunity, should I say, to connect with someone, even for maybe a 40-minute car ride, it's definitely something worth and memorable, and it makes you feel more of a person. So today, earlier, I went to a comedy show in the Masonic in San Francisco, and it's of Sebastian Maniscalco. I'm probably pronouncing and butchering his last name completely, but that's okay because this is not about him. I was planning to take my car, but I was low on gas, so I decided I'm going to Uber there. And my Uber driver from here to San Francisco was actually really cool. His name is Cristiano. I don't know what you guys do when you get into a car via Lyft or Uber, but I always try to get to know my driver. Okay, let me take that back. It's the time where I'm not tired, and most of the times I actually have enough energy to really bond with them, and so this just so happens I actually remember about this conversation is that the first thing I usually ask is like how long you've been driving Uber, and he told me about a couple of years. But he moved here 5 years ago from Brazil. Now I didn't know he actually was Brazil when I saw the app and pulled up his profile, and I looked up he's from Sao Paulo, Brazil, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. You know, it's always nice to meet people who was from a different country or who is whatever. You know what I'm talking about. So I started to talk to him, and he felt comfortable enough to share his personal life story. We had something in common where, we realized we were people who like things neat, things have its own place. Coming home to clean house, coming home to peace. It was kind of funny, like I couldn't see his face the entire time, mostly his eyes or just the side of his face, because I was the passenger side. But every time I said something that he agreed with, he would just do this, and he would just kind of like suddenly go quiet because he would just like try to we would talk over each other. But then when I say something that basically he completely 100%, 110% agree with, he would just this. So and I noticed that he did that a lot, so I knew that on that level we were connecting a lot. So that was really cool, and I was like, oh good, I'm not the only weirdest person here that have that thing, even though that you have things that you have in common with people you never met. But when you meet these people from out of the blue, it's really reassuring, like, oh okay, I'm not a strange person. There are people like me out there, as different as we are in how we were raised, how from where we come from. We do have all in common. So that was really great. That was a good little moment, and I took that with me. Fast forward, I'm here at the Masonic, got the food, got my ticket out, and decided to sit down. Right now I'm about an hour early before the show started. I usually don't roam. First of all, it's Friday. To me, it's a weeknight because I've been up since 4. So I'm just tired. I don't want to walk around. So I just decided, you know what? I'm just going to go sit down and just chill. After I'm done eating, I'm just going to look around. I go there and I'm a little confused because I've never been to the Masonic area. A gentleman that looks like he was kind of ushering people said, help. He's like, yeah, come over here. I'm like, cool. I go and approach him. I give him my ticket, and he looks at it real quick, and he's like, "Wow, you got a floor ticket." And I was just like holding my food. I'm like, "Okay, is that okay?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's a really good ticket." And I was like, "Okay." So you start walking around. And he's just like, "Wow," I'm like, "What is that all about?" I mean, You do that to everybody? And obviously he wasn't, because I was watching him ushering people down there. He wasn't giving them that type of attention. I wonder it's because I look young, someone that too young to could afford something like this. Is it because I'm coming alone? I don't know what it was. So fast forward again, the show's over, and mind you, the show is great. The tickets are a little bit higher than, the other comedians that I go see, but now I know why. So worth it, so worth it. I get into another Uber to return. What I always like to do, because of my bad experience before, and it kind of discouraged me to take Uber for a while, or even Lyft, I always tend to text them or call them ahead of time, like let them know where I'm going before I even get into a car. So I did that. And he was like, yeah, no problem. Get in the car. And he's like, I really appreciate you doing that. You're very welcome. And I told him, the whole gist of like my experience of like in the past, I got kicked out of a couple Ubers on the same night, back to back, because they wouldn't take me back home from San Francisco. I did not understand it then. I understand it now. You make more money in the city and you get, more money with short hauls. So I try to give them a benefit of doubt as a courtesy, let them know ahead of time, hey, I'm going here. Are you okay with that? I digress. I get into the Uber and, right off the bat, I already know how he looks like. What is his name? I was like, oh, this guy is Vietnamese. Cool. So when I get in the car, we start talking, and I don't know why and how this came up. It always comes out random. I'm really good at like bringing up random stuff. Is that we started talking about life and, being an adult. I told him that even though I got a wristband to get drinks, I didn't take advantage of that, and I didn't feel like I need to. I didn't feel like I'm on the wall now. Oh, should I? I feel like getting a drink, but I shouldn't. I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just like, oh, cool, wristband. I told him about that. As you get older, you mature, you appreciate all the things that you've been through. I told him that when I moved out, that's when I truly understand how much of a great mom my mom is. Sorry, she's still alive. God bless her. How hard of a worker my mom is, how well she maintained the house with she's cleaning up after everybody. I told him the smallest little detail, and I realized I never knew until I moved out was she cleaned up the bathroom all the time. I'm not that dirty because the bathroom is never dirty. Turns out you have to clean the tub. You have to scrub the toilet. You have to wipe the counter down. And I realized, oh crap, this is really man, but I never see her do it. And I never see her complain about it. I never hear her talk about it. So I never thought that you need to maintain it until I moved out. Wow. And a totally different appreciation. I told the driver, I miss my mom's cooking. There's always food on the table, no matter what time of day it is. That's the reason why I wasn't able to lose weight when I was living at home. I definitely have better appreciation moving out, which is strange. Usually you wait until you have kids and then you're like, oh, I appreciate my mom more. No, I appreciate her now. We would just start talking about life, how the new generation is now, how how you were raised impacts your choice decisions as an adult. And I know he's older than me, even though he thought I was younger. Again, twice in one night. Ching ching. It was great for me to connect with someone, especially someone who has kids. I've never been married. I don't have kids. And then here I am connecting with someone who was not born here. 2 sons. I'm sorry. 2 sons, 1 daughter, wife. Seem, pretty happy. This whole night kind of made me felt like it's everything. I hate being political. Given today's presidential administration, how wrong that administration is. And I have to say administration because if you're working for someone who believes otherwise, you're part of that team, and guess what? You go down as a team. Everybody that I met tonight, and there's other people here and there that I connected, real brief, excuse me, oh, thank you very much, every single person has a different background, came from a different background, came from a different country, raised differently, but able to connect. And you realize we have more in common than we do not have in common. And that's something we need to understand and have clear understanding for. Everybody that you can, every single person. Take away the color of their skin, color of their hair, what age they are. It's amazing how much you can connect with someone. Keep an open mind and understand where they're coming from, where you're coming from, and just share it. Yeah, tonight in itself, no party, no drinks involved, no, crazy, loud, obnoxious actions. It's just me connecting with someone. It was a great night. I liked it, and I am able to go to work on Monday and say, I had a great weekend. That was awesome. That is not to say I don't love hanging out with my boys. Shout out to my vlog squad. Definitely these nights are great too. The moment you have a small, tiny little moment to share with another person, take advantage of that moment and really enjoy it and embrace it. Because you'd be surprised how much that small moment will fulfill your entire day. You would just feel just so enlightened, so refreshed, so happy. Do it. Go out and do it. Just do it. You saw what I did there? You saw what I did there? You got it. I know you're smart. All right, I'm signing out. Peace.